Last week, the House of Representatives voted to pass a bill that would take your tax money and spend it on lobbyists to rig the Securities and Exchange Commission. In other words, they want to give Wall Street even more power and they want you to pay for it. So what's in the bill? According to investigative news outlet The Lever, the bill called HR 4790, aka the Prioritizing Economic Growth Over Woke Policies Act, brief succinct name there, would establish what's known as a Public Company Advisory Committee. The committee would be made up of 10 to 20 corporate executives, financial advisors, investment bankers, and others. The committee members would offer the SEC their advice on how their own companies should be regulated. And again, you would pay for it. The corporate appointees to the committee would receive paid travel and lodging expenses, a per diem stipend, and a paycheck, all funded by taxpayers. Unsurprisingly, mega corporations are behind this bill. It is supported by both the National Association of Manufacturers and the Chamber of Commerce. The former's board is partly made up of executives from companies like Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, General Motors, Deloitte, and RTX, formerly Raytheon. And for the Chamber of Commerce, well, it is the largest pro-business lobbying group in the country. The two groups combined have spent more than $210 million since January 2022, lobbying Congress, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and other regulators on corporate disclosure requirements, the shareholder proposal, and voting process and other issues disclosures show. The National Association of Manufacturers said the panel is needed to ensure public company voices are heard in the SEC's decision-making process and to help guide the commission toward rules that support capital formation and business growth rather than costly and unnecessary regulatory burdens, according to a July 27, 2023 letter the group sent to the House Financial Services Committee members. No Republicans voted against this bill. 1 voted present and 7 did not vote. 3 Democrats voted for the bill, including Texas Representative Henry Cuellar. Cenk, you remember Henry Cuellar, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Indicted Texas Rep.
Yeah, and supported by the entire Democratic leadership. Hey, don't scroll away. Come back. Because before the video continues, we just want to urge you to lend your support to TYT. You power our honest reporting. You do it at tyt.com/team, and we love you for it. So, I mean, this is peak corruption, peak money in politics. So, but also peak fake populism of the Republican politicians. So they pretend, oh yeah, we're for the average guy, and oh, the Democrats are for the establishment, and the Democrats might be for the establishments, but it doesn't get any more establishment than the average American should take money out of his paycheck to pay corporate CEOs to influence and manipulate our government. Are you nuts? Are you nuts overall? And then pretending that you're a populist? Get out of here, man. And that's why one of the many reasons, but maybe of all the reasons that I can't stand the current day Republican Party, this is probably number one. All they ever do is help the CEOs and corporate tax cuts and corporate deregulation and corporate ass kissing, and then you turn around and pretend to be a populist. But this is what they're proposing. And so this is their real face. How can we help our business donors make even more money, have them do government capture with the CEOs looking over the regulators' shoulders? You better not do that. You better not do that. It's like they're telling, oh, I got a panel of robbers here who are going to oversee the cops. And that's the Republican proposal. There you go.
Yeah, it's basically saying, all right, we don't know how to regulate you guys. Why don't you guys tell us how to regulate you? Because that always works out really well. And also, in Congress, if you follow it closely enough, as I know you guys do, and especially Jordan, in terms of the minutia of it, when you see a bill that's called the Prioritizing Economic Growth, over woke policies act, you know that it's a showpiece, and it is even though it could become law, it's the kind of thing that is making a statement. They don't care about what's inside of it. They want to hear the over woke policies part. It could have just been called the Prioritizing Economic Growth Act. So just wanted to add that.
Yeah, that was my observation as well, because like you're saying, this is just standard Republican Party behavior, but they're just rebranding it now.
Right.
Because sure, it's blatantly corrupt. It disadvantages everyone. And of course, like to Cenk's point, these people aren't real populists. But if they just slap the word woke in there, whew, no one's gonna care. Everyone's gonna be okay with it, doesn't matter. Also, the other two Democrats who voted for this bill, Jared Golden and Marie Perez. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, well, look, comment on both what you said. To your point right there, Jordan, they're not the only Democrats. Remember, Hillary Clinton also had this idea. She said, "Oh no, I talk to the bankers all the time back in 2016 because I want to get their advice on how to, regulate them." Okay, absurd, patently absurd. So now back to the Republicans. To Michael's point, they're like, oh, this is woke. Yeah, I bet they like gay people and then allow blacks into companies. Woke, right? And then one of the things this is not theoretically about DEI. This is about environmental policies, etc. But what does it mean? Does it mean like they tell you all these lies about they're going to stop you from flying or cooking burgers or whatever, right? No, these are companies that say, hey, some companies are happy to invest in fossil fuels and et cetera, and they're allowed to do that all day, all night. It's a free country. We don't like it, but hey, nothing we can do about it. Capitalism, okay? No, here they're saying companies should not be allowed to set up investment funds that exclude fossil fuels. That say, hey, because of my conscience, like for example, one of our sponsors is Aspiration, aspiration.com/TYT. We'll put the link down below. What they do is they say, hey, we've got a financial institution where you can put your money, instead of the big banks that invest in fossil fuels, you have peace of mind. You put it here, we don't invest in fossil fuels. The Republicans are like, you're not allowed, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Why? It's a free country. Why can't they run an investment fund, or in that case, a financial institution where you put your money, just like the other big banks? Why can't they make that decision? No, they want to take that away. That's not pro-freedom, that's anti-freedom. And then they say, and the way we're going to do that is, we're going to take taxpayer money and give it to CEOs to make sure that they get rid of competition, the free markets, and make it so that you could only invest in their products. It's classic Republican lies. Everything about this shows you exactly who the Republican Party actually is, rather than what they pretend to be.
Yeah. Just one final point. If we're talking about woke behavior in the corporate world, what is more like quintessentially woke than ensuring public company voices are heard in the SEC's decision-making process?
Poor public corporations.
Right, yeah.
They can't catch a break. Nobody will listen to them. So that's why we have to give them our money, so that the government can listen to them.
Why Congress has to act now on this.
Otherwise, the whole country will wake up. Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.